Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special lo-fi unedited edition of Thor Talks About CERN at the beginning of April, aliens, Mars, and the future. Plus, particles that are old and have been accelerated. What am I talking about? We are over here at CERN, and they announced on April 1st, ancient particle accelerator discovered on Mars by Arnaud Marsollier. Well, that's a coincidence. So let this sink in for a second. And I know there are a lot of people out there like, hey, dipshit, this is an April Fool's joke. But I said, hey, dipwad, or dipstick, what I try and tell you guys, there's a large contingent of you people, you people, who are always like, everything NASA says is a lie. Or like, CERN lies to us. And I'm like, okay, granted, yes, NASA gives us a lot of misinformation. CERN gives us a lot of non-information or doesn't give us the good information. But all these groups are not combined and consistent of all super evil people who are in on the capstone master plan. You don't have to agree, man. We're all out our own opinion. I'm just telling you what I'm telling you from the heart. And so that I know for a fact, there are good people at NASA. And there are even good people at CERN. Though I know more about the NASA thing than the CERN thing. And so, what's happening here is that you got to read between the lines, bro. And a lot of us, a lot of y'all, aren't at that level yet. And then it may hurt your brain. You can punch the down thumbs. It's a good equalizer too. My brain just got hurt. I'm paying you back. So go ahead and pay me back with down thumbs, man. What I'm saying is, some of the information we're about to learn in this, it's kind of real, man. That's why our space program is such a joke, because they're using jump rooms and star chambers, aka portals, to get to where they want to go. You don't need no 1950s Werner von Braun rocket, you know? You don't need to spend $20 trillion or 20 billion on some 70s rocket. Technology's already in place, and by a lot of instances has been there for a long time, ancient times. Anyway, so let's get to the actual article, and we'll try and read between the lines. Dun dun dun. Double merkaba in your face. New images of the surface of Mars taken by NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter probe have revealed the presence of the largest particle accelerator. Asterisk. It's like, they're saying it's on Olympus Mons. But bro, I got a feeling that there are a lot more particle accelerators on planet Earth than you are aware of. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I'm doing the hokey pokey over here. You know, I can't always tell you guys everything I know. Maybe sometimes I can hint at it, though, or whatever. I don't know shit. Okay. The search for water, or even signs of life, on the planet Mars has been ongoing for some time. Sweet. Yeah, so it's taking NASA, like, it first got there in like the 70s, the late 60s. And they've been searching for life ever since. So, you know, what is that, like almost 60 years? That's how good of a detective they are. And remember, dude, that like we got a shadow government / capstone / space pirates above the Federal Reserve, which is above our government, which is above NASA. So whenever it's like, I'm mad at the slaves. NASA's a freaking slave, man. They don't, you know, like, granted, they may be one arm of the Red Mars people, angry we have no feelings sect, who just wants power and anguish. They may have a few extra fingerprints on there, but there are a lot of people in there, you know, who came from Venus or Jupiter or, you know, Orion or Pleiades. And so they're not bad people. They're actually good people, like old Atlanteans. And so, you know, we always just, usually the power funnels down to the really ruthless ones who have no compassion and care nothing for life and think nothing of the future. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. NASA been searching for water. Hey, guess what? It's at the poles, bro. Or even signs of life. Hey, guess what? It's here on Earth right now, running our media, Mars. On the planet Mars has been ongoing for some time. But with today's announcement by CERN and NASA scientists, they confirmed that Richard Hoagland was right. That Mars sent out signals to us and was like, come get the chip that can build your iPhone that will give you total control for divide and conquer and domination of your planet so we can blow up Earth just like we did Mars by making the exact same mistakes. I read off the cuff, I think. The exploration of the red planet has revealed a major new discovery. I mean, they knew about this a long time ago. They're just slowly slipping it now. New images of the surface of Mars taken by Mars Reconnaissance orbiter probe, analyzed by interdisciplinary team of experts from the fields of geology, archaeology, and particle physics, have revealed the presence of the largest particle accelerator ever built. The team has shown that Olympus Mons, that's my mountain by the way, previously thought to have been the largest volcanic formation in the solar system, is in fact the remains of an ancient particle accelerator thought to have operated several million years ago. I'm pretty sure that thing's in operation now. A landslide stretching over several million kilometers spotted by the probe's high-resolution camera sparked the scientists' attention. This apparently recent event revealed a number of structures which intrigued the scientists, as their shapes clearly resembled those of the superconducting accelerating cavities, such as those that would be used in the Large Hadron Collider. With a circumference of almost 2,000 kilometers, this particle accelerator would have been about 75 times bigger than the LHC, and millions of times more powerful. However, it is not known yet which type of particles might have been accelerated in such a machine. I'm guessing greed particles, war particles, and anger particles, because fear and rage are used for control. Okay, hold on, I gotta light my cigarette. See, when I edit it, you don't hear me smoking. But now, look, puff again. I just blew your ears out. The Martians are Jade Helm in my mind, man. The Martians are Marsollier in my mind, man. This major discovery could also help to explain why the Egyptian pyramids, one of the archaeologists' oldest mysteries, period. I read that funny. Heavily eroded structures resembling pyramids also appear on the images of the immediate vicinity of Olympus Mons. In addition, ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, the meaning of which had been previously a mystery, seem to corroborate these observations, leading scientists to believe that the pyramids might have served as a giant's antennae, or antenna, depending on which part of the country you're from. The pyramids on Earth might therefore have allowed the accelerator to be controlled remotely, which means that Mars can control them on Earth. The accelerator control room was probably under the pyramids. In the secret city, CERN's head of technical design, Frederick Spader, said. And he was like, Heil Mars! I was like, no, dude, no. Mars is time. The war is almost over. Thank God. The universe is a 3-act structure, bro. And there are always seasons everywhere. There are some seasons that may last longer than others. Winter is coming. But then if you got winter and it's there, that means spring is eventually coming. And spring is coming, my friends. Because whereas April 1st might be about the generation and the decade and the age of fools being taken advantage of by evil, greedy, power-hungry, schadenfreude drinking mofos. April signals the birth of the most beautiful flower of all time. April signals the magical creature of the forest. April signals when a creature of a higher consciousness and a higher creation comes down to earth and teaches us how to take the steps of ascension to become better. Yes, I'm talking about Jesus Christ. The King of Kings, man, who sowed the seed for where we are now. with love, compassion, forgiveness, imagination. And that, I know there are a lot of biblical literalists out there. I'm not one of them. Jesus Christ is my King of Kings. So a lot of people associate Christ with punishment and bringing a sword and cutting everybody's heads off and torturing. And that ain't true, man. You need to know the Martians had control of the Bible for a while. And the Catholic Church had control of the Bible for a long, long time. And carbon dating was almost fictionalized to verify some of the papers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the devil's tricky. And the devil is man. Okay. And the devil is Martian. The particle accelerator, a veritable Stargate, is thought to have served as a portal in the solar system for a highly technologically advanced civilization with the aim of colonization. The papyrus that was recently deciphered, there you go, indicates that the powerful magnetic field and movement of the particles in the accelerator were such that they would create a portal through space-time, said Fadela Emmerich. Do they have any non-Germans in the crew? The leader of the team of scientists. It's a phenomenon that is completely new to CERN, and we can't wait to study it. Such a technology could revolutionize space travel and open the way for intergalactic exploration. That seems fair, since the galaxy's been exploring us. It'd be nice if those of us who get the cool pass could go to places and represent Earth well. But, first we're going to have to give up war and our addiction to deception and the art of war, and realize we are one Earth family before we can take the next step. And I got a feeling that's coming sooner than you think. Before or after the pole flip? That I don't know. Probably after. Olympus Mons, or maybe right before, was until now considered the biggest volcano in the solar system, with its most recent lava flows estimated to be about 2 million years old. Scientists believe that this dating is quite accurate, on the basis of the latest measurements carried out by the NASA's Mars Odyssey probe. This would mean that the particle accelerator was last used around 2 million years ago. It suggested Illyrit O'Neill. Alright, great. They threw in an Irish guy, so at least it's a little more diversified. The geologist who led this aspect of the research. The powerful synchrotron radiation emitted by the particle accelerator generated an intense heat, which explains the volcanic structure and the presence of lava flows. We have also suspected for a long time that a large quantity of water must have existed on Mars' surface. We can only assume that the water was used at the time to cool these machines, revealed Frederick Spader. We're probably talking about forgotten technologies and a highly advanced ancient civilization. Maybe even our own distant ancestors. Dun 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 dun. So yeah, there we go. And I don't want to say that like I'm hating on Mars and all Martians. I know there are a lot of half Martian, half Earthling children, and it's the old ancient ways we're trying to get past. The slave master and the slave, that can't exist and won't exist forever. And so that whereas I push for a 100-year Earth truce, 1,000 years of peace, and an endless solar system truce, I just want to remind everybody, we're all in this together. Is this an April Fool's joke? Or is this a lot closer to the truth, being disguised in an April Fool's joke? Because, as we know, they literally can't, won't, and aren't telling us everything. You decide. You discern with your own magic Christ mind. If you can, kid. Because I'm going to need you guys at your best. Because this year is going to be super funky. But we are going to a good place as we live, whether you believe it or not. We just need to be ready and prepared for when it happens. So God bless everyone. Please live long and prosper. Treat your fellow man and woman well. And may the force be with you always. It's limitless what our imagination and hearts can do when on the right frequency, or is filled with love, creation, and compassion. So it really is a mix between evolution and creation, and that nothing exists, survives, and prospers for too long without love as its base. Believe me or not. Believe it or not. Ripley it up, babies. Okay, peace out. I will see you guys soon. This was one of the coolest Asteroid Fight Club meetings ever. Peace out.